What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, Pete's Carport, and this is going to be a pretty fun and quick video. It's going to explain, for those of you who don't know, where the power steering fluid goes and the other reservoir that some people don't even know is there, and I'm going to explain that. If you're new to the channel, we do lots of bend stuff. I've got the w140 420 SEL here. I'm going to be doing a lot of stuff on this, regular maintenance, and some more advanced repairs on that. And if you're familiar with my channel and you've watched it before, you know we do a lot of w140 stuff. So kind of what kicked off my channel and the stuff that you guys have absolutely loved to see. This is a small VIP build that's still in progress. It's a 95 S500. But today we're just going to talk about this. So this is the power steering fluid that is for your Mercedes, a lot of the different Mercedes, but specifically the w140. It is not cheap. This cost me 30 bucks at the local auto parts store, and I think you can get it for like 26, 27 online if you order it. It is CHF 11S. It's very important that you use this in your Mercedes. Now, this is where it gets a little confusing to some people. When I first got my car, I did not even know there was two reservoirs. So your main power steering reservoir is right here. That is an obvious. Most people will see that and go ahead and fill that. So you fill it like you do any other power steering reservoir. You take off the top here. It's nice and big, so it's easy to pour in there, and you fill it to where it shows you to fill it to. So pretty basic there. Your seals, you have a rubber seal in here. That can go bad, so you might need to replace that from time to time. I've had this cap crack before and replaced that, so I've already went ahead and updated all that just to make sure. These cars are prone to leak power steering, so make sure that you don't have any leaks throughout your system. If you do, you're going to be spending a lot of money on this power steering fluid. So let's move on to the next place. Now, this car has hydraulic rear shocks. Some are equipped with front and rear depending on the year you get, depending on options, and depending on the model. So where is that going to be? So your reservoir for that is going to be located right up under here, and it's going to be right here. This is what I see a lot of people fail to take a look at and make sure that this has fluid in it, which can then lead to failing shocks, which are not cheap. So you want to make sure you keep that full. This is a self-bleeding system, and it's actually pretty easy to basically get the air out of there if you do happen to get air in the system, which is common if it gets low, or in my case when I switched my shocks out, you have to basically either get under the car and rotate the hydraulic up and down, and that will bleed the system. And there's another way where you can put weight in the back and basically power brake the car. I've also found by just power braking the car, that's holding the brake down and giving it gas while it's in drive, will actually push fluid through. I've noticed that when I jack my car up, now I've got mine lowered, so I'm not even going to show you guys where mine's at because I've lowered the actual suspension, but sometimes when I jack the car up, work on the wheel, I notice when I bring it back down, it will go back to a very high position, and what I do is I power brake the car and it brings it back down. So back to this. This is your reservoir, and it's got a dipstick, so you want to make sure that that is in the full line, which I just made sure mine was in the proper spot. You can see my cap actually has a crack in it, which is unfortunate, and that just goes on there like that. So it still seals, so it's okay, but you do want to keep an eye for any leaking fluid, because like I said, this is not cheap. So when you do your power steering, make sure you check that reservoir as well, because you don't want to run dry on either one of those, or you can run into some major issues. So that's it, guys. Real quick video. This is the fluid you want to do. I know there's a lot of people out there who may have picked up this car and they have absolutely no idea, and they're going to do a quick search and go, oh my God, I got to spend $30. But I'm telling you right now, Mercedes did a great job of creating a very good system here, and this is excellent fluid. So even though you're spending more money, in the long run, it does work out to be better. Oh, real quick too, if you have a convertible like me, the R129, this is what I found an acceptable option for the hydraulic fluid in that, and I did use it in mine. Of course, mine has a leak, to find out where my leak was, and it was an expensive little thing. So you can use it for that too if you have an R129, but obviously you're going to use it in your W140 and other models. Just make sure you check for your model if this is a required fluid. And I picked this up at AutoZone, so you can get it at a local auto parts store. So once again, my name's Pete. There's going to be lots of videos on teaching you guys things on this W140, and I'm learning things from you guys all the time. So go ahead and comment below. Let me know what you guys use and what you pay for this fluid, and if you learned anything today. Have an awesome day, a blessed week, and I'll catch you guys next time.